the beginning, there were only a couple of companies from the 24th Division.
In the summer of 1950, when the Korean Civil War broke out, the United States quickly intervened in Korea's internal affairs by a military force. Soon, the United Nations Army, formed mainly by the U.S. military, was deployed to invade North Korea. They crossed the 38th parallel and pushed the front line to the border between China and North Korea. At the same time, the U.S. 7th Fleet entered into the Taiwan Strait to interfere in China's internal affairs. China's northeastern territories were threatened by the West and forced to send troops to assist North Korea. On October 8, 1950, the North Korean government requested China to send troops for assistance. At the request of the North Korean government, China made a decision to quickly form the Chinese Volunteers Army to join the war and help North Korea. They crossed the Yalu River and entered the northern part of North Korea.
大家好，我爷爷本是一名中国志愿军的营长，他们本是随苏玉大将军，到台湾解放台湾的，可料金日成突然进攻南韩，导致美国加入战局，所以呢，大部队就调离到朝鲜支援朝鲜，由于新中国才成立没多久，所以说物资啊什么的都很匮乏，大家呀穿的装备啊什么都很简陋，所以说导致很多非战斗减员。我爷爷在刚到朝鲜的那段时间呢，他跟我讲的，他们的伙食非常的简单，就基本上平时都是炒面加上血水，偶尔会缴获一些美军的物资啊什么的，还有一些水果啊，但是不多，基本上就是吃非常简陋的食物。
After more than 7 months of the 5 campaigns that China fought during the Korean War, the U.S. government has realized that if the main forces are stuck in the Korean battlefield for a long time, it will be extremely unfavorable to their European-focused global strategy. In addition, the anti-war movements at home and abroad was increasing. Therefore, negotiations were held with the Chinese and North Korean sides to seek a global truce. However, the two sides did not get the benefits they wanted from the armistice negotiations. Therefore, we believe the battle will continue, and the Korean War entered the second stage.
Our dear old mother's heads are hanging low. Got our orders to Korea, we must go. So mothers, don't be sad, they've done made us mad. Korea, 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 here we come. We hoped and prayed this day would never come. But for freedom we would never, never run. We'll fight till we die, that's the American pride. Korea, 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 here we come.
"请问您当时在朝鲜战场经历了哪几场战役？然后其中令你印象最深的是哪一个？"
我在朝鲜战场上经历的战役多的很多，但是让我记忆最犹新的是上甘岭。我们在上甘岭，我们那场战役打了40多天，我们都是坚持每天
24小时坚持努力，身上几个团的人，最后很多人都牺牲了。然后我记得最清楚的是，那个美军的轰炸机从我们头顶上飞过，往地上扔那个燃烧瓶嘛炸弹，土都被烧焦了，然后那个味道啊什么的，哇，臭得要命。
The hill was occupied by the People's Volunteers Army's 15th Corps. Over the course of nearly a month, suspensional American and South Korean forces made repeated attempts to capture Triangle Hill. Despite clearly superiority in artillery and aircraft, escalating American and South Korean casualties resulted in the attack being halted after 42 days of fighting, with Chinese forces regaining their original positions. The intensity of the fight was nothing like the past, especially the density of artillery fire has surpassed the level of Second World War.
那您觉得，如果志愿军没有出征朝鲜，战局会变成什么样子呢？
我觉得，因为当初就是说朝鲜，就是说美国已经轰炸了中国丹东的地区了。如果当初就是说志愿军不支援朝鲜的话，美国肯定会推平就是说朝鲜地区，然后呢会威胁到中国的东北区域，苏联呢就会借此介入到中国东北地区，然后呢中国东北地区就会变成第二个波兰。
From June 11, 1951 to July 27, 1953 was the second stage of the Korean War. Both sides are trying to win the initiative, break the dialogue, and seek a more favorable position. On July 10, 1951, the two sides of the war began to hold talks on the Korean armistice. Since then, the war has been going on while negotiating for more than 2 years.
Chinese People's Volunteer Army and the North Korean People's Army launched the final counterattack campaign in the summer of 1953 against the United Nations Army. On July 27, 1953, the two sides of the war signed the Korean Armistice Agreement, and the border stayed at the 30th parallel. The Korean War, which lasted 2 years and 9 months, has finally come to an end.